PlayStation Portal. Sony and PlayStation have officially announced the next handheld device that will be compatible with the PlayStation 5. It's actually a remote player for your PlayStation 5. I'm going to go over all the details, including the price point and when it's going to release. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? MonkeyFlop here, and today, if you guys remember, a couple of weeks ago, I made a video talking about the new handheld that was going to come out. I even showed you images. Well, surprise, surprise, this morning we woke up to this. PlayStation blog, hands-on report, PlayStation Portal remote player. They're also going to release Pulse Explorer wireless earbuds and a Pulse Elite wireless headset. We're going to go over all of that, but I do want to actually talk really quick about this handheld because it's not the same as what you would typically expect from, let's say, a PlayStation Vita, a Nintendo Switch, or even the old school Game Boy Color. Now, I do want to go over this because this is going to be a little bit different than what we are used to. Okay, so this is hopefully they will make some changes in the future and we'll be able to download games like on the PlayStation Vita. But apparently right now, the only way you're going to be able to play games is streaming remote play off of your PlayStation 5. Again, we're going to have to wait because, of course, as new devices get released, they get released in the beginning stages and they add more as they go. Look at when the PlayStation 5 first launched. We didn't get that many different options as far as what we can do with the PlayStation 5. Now there's so much more. I mean, we can even stream music while we're playing and do all kinds of stuff on the PlayStation 5. So I honestly can't wait to see what PlayStation brings to the table in regards to the PlayStation Portal. Now, I do want to actually mention, take a look at this controller, okay? This looks a lot similar. I can't help but think to myself, this looks a lot similar. Okay, this is the original Nintendo Switch, right? This is the original Nintendo Switch with the Joy-Cons. I hate these Joy-Cons. They're so small. It's annoying. I bought this, and I did a review on this. These cost like $30. They are amazing, and I've had this for honestly over a year. But I do want to mention, this looks a lot similar to what we're seeing on the screen. Now, let's go over some of the details on what they have to say. Showed you a little preview, a little sneak preview at the beginning of the video, but I do want to go over some of the stuff. So, formerly codenamed Project Q is PlayStation's new option for fans who want more ways to play their PlayStation 5 library. Imagine a DualSense controller split down the middle with high definition LCD display inserted in the middle, and you're halfway there. Now, the DualSense controller experience, I'm not going to read absolutely everything, but it's going to feel just like your PlayStation 5. It's going to feel just like your PlayStation 5. It's got the haptic feedback and pretty much everything. So, you know, if you're playing games like Astro's Bot Playroom, or God of War, or anything in between, you're going to have pretty much the same feel when it comes to holding the controller and where the button layout is. It's just going to be a little bit larger. But I did bring this controller up for a reason, because I honestly feel comfortable with this in my hands. Even though the screen is pretty much far apart, it still feels really comfortable. So I honestly can't wait for the PlayStation Portal to get released. Now, we are going to have, and I'll highlight this here, we are going to have a sizable 8-inch LCD 1080p display running 60 frames per second for up to 60 frames per second gaming. So there's that. PlayStation has confirmed that it's going to be 1080. A lot of people are going to say, well, why isn't it 4K? Honestly, the naked eye can't really see 4K on a small device like this, or, you know, even on the PlayStation Vita. You won't be able to see the difference. You will see the difference with the frames per second. So at least we have the 60 frames per second, and they're not giving us 30 frames per second. Of course, it's going to have touchpad, so the middle of the screen is going to be all touch. Not sure how many games are honestly going to be taking a part in this. I know Astro's Playroom, you do have the little touch here that you can play around with. So some of the games that you'll be able to, that you already interact with the PlayStation 5 controller with the touchpad here, I'm assuming you'll be able to do the same thing with the LCD touch screen. So there is that as well. Now, like I said, the button layout is pretty much the same. As you can see here, it's honestly a PlayStation 5 controller split in half. Designed a little bit differently, but of course that's to make it fit with the screen. Immersive performance, button setup. It will have a 3.5 audio output and input. I did get news that the PlayStation Portal is going to cost $200. So that price point is actually really good. A lot of people are speculating this thing was going to cost like $300, $400. Some were even saying $500. And if it was a $500 price point, count me out. That is way too expensive for a remote play device. Now, if it did absolutely everything that the Switch does and more, and it's capable of doing what the PlayStation 5 can do, then $500 is justifiable. But because it is a remote play device, you will need a PlayStation 5 in order to play your games once it launches. Hopefully Sony's listening. Hopefully they make changes and they make adjustments to where we can actually save our games on the portable console. I do really quickly want to go over a couple of things, but first off, let's go ahead and mention the price point again. It's going to cost $199 on release. It's scheduled to release in 2023. There's no pre-orders available yet, but as soon as there are, I will definitely make a video and let you guys know. I honestly would probably, I'm probably going to get this off of Amazon, so I will let you guys know once we get an official release date. But as of right now, it's scheduled for 2023, so it's going to be around the holiday season. My best guess is November of this year. So there is that. We also have the Pulse Explorer wireless earbuds. Now, these honestly look pretty cool. And the fact that they are similar to my AirPods, which I actually have on my belt right now, they look honestly similar to my AirPods. Now, my AirPods are in this little case right here. I'm a nerd, okay? But they look similar. Of course, I get the first generation because I honestly don't like the style of those earbuds, so I'm going to have to see how it is. But my earbuds, I bought the first generation because I like the feel of these in my ears, but they do look a lot similar, especially with the casing and everything. The way that it's charged, it does look a little bit different, and the charging box looks a lot bulkier. So this is going to be compatible with all devices. It does have Bluetooth capabilities, but if you want to use them on your PlayStation 5, for example, you will have to plug in a USB stick, which is very, very annoying in my personal opinion. I don't want to have to stick something in order to use it. With these, I honestly, my TV has Bluetooth, so when I'm playing my PlayStation 5 late at night, I'll use these, and the PlayStation 5 has a microphone in the controller, so these are honestly my go-to right now, just because I don't like to feel confined in a headset. I don't know if that's just me. Let me know in those comments down below. But looking at this a little bit more, it will have USB-C, so charging on it will be better than this, of course. But we don't know how long these will last. There's no details on how long these headphones are gonna last from fully charged to completely dead, but we'll have to wait and see. Of course, if you guys want more information on that, I will definitely make a video in the future. But this is the Pulse Elite wireless headset, and it looks amazing, honestly. It does look pretty freaking cool. It looks super comfortable too, especially with the top portion right here. Most of my headsets, which I don't know where they're probably in my drawers right now, but most of my headsets are just the ones that just go right on top of your head and just squish your head in. This looks a lot more comfortable. I definitely dig the design on both of these headsets. So for this headset and these earbuds, both of them, you will be able to go from playing your PlayStation. Let's just pretend for a second this is a PlayStation Portal. You'll be able to go from playing your PlayStation Portal. Let's say you shut it off and you turn on your PlayStation 5. These headsets are reported to sync automatically, so you can go from playing the game on your PlayStation Portal and then resume your game right where you left off on the PlayStation 5 and be able to not have to do anything with the headset. You can leave the headset or the earbuds in, and you should be able to just, magically transform the game from here to your TV, television, or desktop, what have you, and play your PlayStation 5 games both ways. But these are all the details on the new PlayStation handheld. I'd love to get you guys' thoughts and opinions about it in the comments down below. What do you guys honestly think about this new handheld device? It looks really cool. The only thing I'm honestly concerned with is the design of this whole unit. What if the screen cracks? Are we going to be able to replace the screen? I'm sure Sony and PlayStation have thought of it, but I'm just concerned because if you look, I'm going to show you guys really quickly on my Switch, for example. On my Switch, if you look, there is no buttons, nothing close to the screen at all. That goes for the Vita as well. There's nothing close enough to the screen to where it would break. Even on pretty much on all handheld devices that I own, there's nothing that it could break. But my concern is right here. The right analog stick is pretty much on top of the screen. I'm sure the screen's probably cut out right there and cut out right there, but that's my concern when looking at this. How is this going to work? What if I start playing aggressively? I have a tendency sometimes to, like, if I'm playing a multiplayer game, I like knife, 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 knife. If I knife too hard, is that gonna break the screen? That's just a thought that I had. I wanted to throw that out there. But this is the PlayStation Portal, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys honestly think about it? Let me know in those comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure to hit a like. If you are new, subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. We got more PlayStation news coming your way. I'm super excited for the future of gaming and for the future of what this channel has in store, because we got a lot of crazy cool stuff coming up you don't want to miss. Thank you again, and I will see you guys in the next news update. You guys are freaking awesome.